Not even gonna hold you. This may be the most difficult list I've ever had to make. If I could only wear 5 shoes this fall, which would they be? Shoes, not just sneakers, any kind of footwear gracing my feet this fall. If it could only be 5 pairs, which would they be?
Okay, so if you didn't catch Eddie's video, please be sure to check it out. It'll be in the description box of this video. And yes, going to react to that because I'm more appreciative of this video in 2025, mainly because I've expanded my footwear options in my closet beyond just sneakers. Notice he said shoes. He didn't say sneakers, he said shoes for fall. And the other thing I love about this video is the title, and he focused on himself. He didn't say what you need, because the pairs that are a preference for him may not mean anything to you. They may not be your style at all. Now, if they happen to encourage you to branch out a little, then great, awesome, right? That's always nice when that happens. It's not mandatory. It's not an obligation. And just like it's not one, if you're watching my video and you ever see something that I have and you're like, oh, like I absolutely have to go get that, I need that, you don't. If you've been following along on the channel, you know I have the ongoing series, which we're going to get back to that, of, you know, we got clothes at home. And I'm glad that it's been really helpful. And you're going to see some newer things that are added, whether it be from gift cards or birthday gifts just coming in. Please understand that does not mean that you need to rush out and get that. The same thing with the footwear you'll see here today. And I'm going to show you guys what I have maybe in relation to the footwear options that Eddie mentioned in his video. But then I also have 3 honorable mentions here off to the side. So let's just start with number 1.
Not just sneakers, although these are one. So first up, we have the Air Jordan 4 Undefeated. I don't have the orange laces in there, but the fact that they do come with some to kind of change the look of the shoe, that's a bonus.
Number 1 on the list, I'm sure the showstopper for a lot of you, the Air Jordan 4 Undefeated. Now, we know why that, you know, captured everyone's attention this year in 2025. Wasn't even something that I went for myself. Happy to have secured a pair for a friend. So for me, and I'm going to show you guys again my pairs on channel, instead, like if I wanted to just have a show-stopping 4 that I could mix with a lot of different fall tones, because this still works with fall tones, I could pull out the off-white Air Jordan 4, the sail pair for women. I could absolutely pull that out, just because, again, sail goes along with so many different things. I would actually say that I like to incorporate that with warmer tones more than just like a stark white. Sometimes that can be a little bit off-putting in terms of what you're wearing, if it's like navy and maroon and olive, anything along, you know, those colors. So I could pull that out for a 4, and I actually think it's one of the more comfortable 4s that you could actually have, even though like 4s aren't really that comfortable. But if we're going with the green route, then instead I could wear the New Balance 991 V2, and I have an entire video on the channel for that, so I'll be sure to put the link below. That way you can check out how I chose to style this pair, because you won't see styling in the video, but again, there was an entire video done for this kombucha green, and I love the 991 V2 silhouette. So I mean, listen, I think that's a really good substitute to slide in there, because again, I don't have the Air Jordan 4 Undefeated, and I'm happy not having that. Just wasn't something that I felt like I needed to have, but great for fall. Love the olive, love the direction that he went. And so for his second one, he has the Timberland 3-Eye Lug Premium Boat Shoes.
Best shoe. So we have the Timberland 3-Eye Lug Boat Shoe. This is like a boat shoe that took steroids. It got beefed up.
Now, for me, you guys know, the Timberland Stone Street boat shoe has me in a bit of a chokehold. Okay, it's not a retro that's done it for me this year. It's this boat shoe. Now, they're women's, but they do go up in sizes, so if men would like to wear them, they certainly can. But it is this boat shoe. It is the boat shoe in the root beer colorway. This was actually the birthday gift from my mom for this year. I love it, but I also have that classic weed colorway, and so this has a much thicker lug sole on it than Eddie's pair will. But again, his, I believe, is also men's, so it makes sense why it's not a platform shoe. Not that that's usually an option that men may want, but absolutely love it. So we're right along the same line there, and again, new addition to my closet, and I really love them, especially for fall.
We have the Action Bronson and New Balance 990 V6 Amazonia. Now, here is what these do. Yes, I said I'm not going to have a statement shoe like this on the list because, you know, it's a yellow shoe. It's It really takes a certain outfit to pull.
Now, for his third pair, he has the Action Bronson New Balance 990 V6 Amazonia. He says this is the best New Balance of the year in his humble opinion, and that is his opinion to have, and I think you certainly have the Action Bronson fans, and then you may also have, let's say, like the Joe Fresh Goods fans who appreciate what he released this year. We know he had two amazing pairs on the 992, and then also on the 2010 that just recently dropped this year. So I don't have anything Action Bronson, although I do really like the color palette here. I think it's great for fall. So instead, I could stick with my 990 V6. It's much more toned down, and it's called Mindful Gray, which is always interesting because it's definitely just more of a sail tan white and gray pair, but sure, Mindful Gray. So 990 V6, it's such a comfortable model, part of the 990 line. So if you've never, tried that on or had it on foot, trust me, it really does feel amazing. And some of you have shared it's that pair where if you travel, you only have to take one pair, and that's really convenient.
Whatever you want to spend it on. But for me, I need some balance, and I always have a fresh pair of Clark's Wallabees ready to go for the fall. The maple suede with the crepe bottom, forget about it.
Moving along to the fourth shoe, the Clark's Originals Wallaby Maple Suede. Now, I have come around to why having a Clark's pair in your closet can be just, a nice addition to truly help elevate different looks and styles. And I actually featured these in one of the, Pinterest outfit inspiration videos of We Got Clothes at Home. It's featured in there. You're going to see it much more as the fall and winter season continues. Now, instead of getting just like the classic Clark's Wallaby in suede, which I think really works for fall, I instead went with a leather pair, technically considered the Clark's Padmora pair. I went with this one. They were on sale, so I think that really helps versus spending the $99 I would have to spend on a suede pair, although I have a specific suede Wallaby pair in my cart. I just haven't pulled the trigger yet, but I think I'm leaning towards like this green pair or a navy pair. It would be dope to have like the Kith Yankees pair, but let's just be clear, I don't want to spend that money, okay? Absolutely, positively do not. I don't want to spend that money, but I do have that added in the collection. This is why I said expanding my footwear, expanding my horizons in 2025. It's been really helpful when I just want a different look, a different vibe for the fit, and this can give that. So
3 Air Force One for me ever. No matter what, I have to have a pair of wheat Air Force Ones ready to go.
Love that Eddie put this in here. And then finally, he has the Nike Air Force One wheat, or AKA Flax, and he thinks it's one of the best Air Force Ones to ever drop. Now, I don't have a wheat Air Force One, but I do have the off-white, I'm just taking a lot of off-white here, the off-white Air Max 90 in the wheat colorway. So not a pair that I pull out a ton. It really does just kind of stay in the box until fall, and then that's when it really, I feel like makes its appearance within just my everyday style. But I think it works perfect. It's still along that wheat colorway or that wheat palette. So again, can you wear it in substitution for, let's say, a regular Timberland boot? Of course. Maybe you want something that's a little bit lighter on your foot than the boot, and maybe I don't want to be in the actual boat shoe. Maybe I just want a sneaker. Maybe I just want to throw on an Air Max 90. I can do that. So you can go ahead and comment your thoughts below on the 5 pairs that I am happy and can't wait to enjoy the rest of this fall, especially in relation to the shoes that, Eddie listed for himself. Now, I have some honorable mention pairs that I'll show on screen here real fast before we get out of here. So if you guys remember this, the Nike Dunk, this is just a regular Dunk, well, I should say premium, but the Nike Dunk, the Autumn Gentleman. If you guys remember this, and I'll be sure to put the video below, but this one, I think it flew under the radar a little bit. I know they had the Air Force One that came out as well in this exact same pattern. It's kind of part of that pack, and I think it's still one of the more underrated Dunks that ever released. I know we're past the Dunk craze, but I think this one will go ahead and stand the test of time. And then also, I would say the Brooks Cascadia 1 in this really, really bright yellow and black colorway, which is really just, it's making its own retro. So it's making a return. It doesn't have the red accents that I've mentioned before on my Instagram, but that pair as well, I think it's really nice as a pop to an outfit, but it does give you kind of that rugged outdoor look too, if that's what you're looking for, or if you're actually on a trail or two. And then third, I would say the Logan Puff Stray Bevel in the all over taupe colorway. And I featured this in one of the Pinterest videos when I recreated some outfits, and I wore these with the patchwork pants, if you recall. So again, comment your thoughts below. Name some of your favorite fall pairs in terms of footwear, not just sneakers, because you guys know I'm getting into loafers and so many other options, and I'm really loving it for my style and just the evolution there. And I'm not sure if I'll get another video out before Friday, which is officially my birthday, 36th birthday on Friday. So again, I don't know if I'll get another video out before that. So, you know, if I don't, I am certainly going to enjoy myself with, you know, those I love, family, friends, whoever is available during that time for the plans that we make. Or I may actually end up celebrating Thursday and then through the weekend. We'll see. Either way, I appreciate you guys tuning in to any and all videos. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.